I am back doing what I do best. Y'all know I couldn't stay away from my grill, but for so long. Get this light right. Yeah, man, I gotta talk about it. I almost died. So I don't know if y'all know. I don't know where y'all live at, but over here on the East Coast, yesterday we was having some ridiculous winds. Like 50-mile-per-hour winds. And of course, this is the day that I'm coming back from the Gravely Ambassadors Rally, which I'm gonna get to. But first, I gotta tell you how I almost died. And so I'm flying back. I leave at 12. No, actually, my flight was supposed to be at 12, and we didn't leave until 1, right? So, I heard there was some winds up in the beach area, the Virginia Beach area, because all those flights were getting canceled. So I didn't know how bad the winds were in the Richmond area, right? So we get in the plane. I'm flying from Fort Myers, Florida. Takeoff was fine. We fly all the way there. So we get to Richmond, right? And all of a sudden the plane is like say this is the plane, it's like you could feel it shifting. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, oh man, like it's gonna be a rough landing because I'm thinking about like, what if one of these big gusts of 50-mile-per-hour winds hit us as we're trying to land? So that's what happened. So 3 times actually. So we go to try to land, and the pilot goes down, and he gets close to landing, and then a gust of wind hits us, and you could feel the plane shift, and then he just pulls up, goes back up. And he goes around, does that 3 times. But the thing that was happening was because there was so much wind, it was imagine like being on a roller coaster, like that you get that feeling in your stomach when you drop on a roller coaster. Imagine having that feeling for like 30 minutes, bro. Like I got nauseous and I almost threw up, but there was other people on the plane throwing up. And so he tried 3 times over like 35 minutes, and he was like, man, we're not gonna be able to get it. I'm gonna have to go to Raleigh, Durham to touch down there, and we're gonna have to refuel. So he went to North Carolina, and that landing was rough too. You know what I mean? It was kind of shaky going down too, but we made it. So we're in there. Like half the people left. Half the people was just like scared. Like they didn't want to get back on the plane. And I was calling my wife, like, what should I do? Because I got a cousin that lives in North Carolina. I was like, should I try stay with him for the night? Maybe the wind will be better tomorrow. And then they said, uh, we're about to board back and try it again. So I went and got some, what was it, Dramamine or whatever that stuff that for nausea. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm gonna take this. Hopefully I won't get nauseous. So by the time we got ready to land, I just put my hat down like this, put my headphones on, and I just started praying. I was listening to music. I was listening to some music, and I was just praying. And if the landing was rough, but the pilot got it in there, and so I'm back and I'm grilling. And I was out working today. So, yeah. So, Watson, you never been on a plane before? And what's that? Steve Mustang? What area do you live in? What's going on, Ryan? What's going on, Ben? What's going on, Wayne? I didn't puke. I was about to. There was the guy next to me. He was sitting there calling the flight attendant bell. Doom, doom, doom. I'm like, oh, please do not. If you gotta puke, please puke that way. Oh, Long Island, New York. I heard today y'all got like a storm up there or something. What's going on, R and J? Yeah, the trip was awesome. Oh, let me tell you about the trip. For those of you who missed how I almost died, y'all can watch the replay. I just told that, but the trip was freaking awesome. I don't really go on too many trips like that. This is my first time. The other guys, some of those other guys, go on multiple trips like that. What's going on in the clips? But so they flew us down. Of course, they paid for the flight. They paid for the hotel. First night, they took us out to eat. They paid for the food, paid for the drinks, and it was just hanging out. You know what I mean? One thing about Gravely, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, bro. Me included, all of us, we get this perception of companies being way above us. You get what I'm saying? And Gravely they're $1 million company, might be $1 billion. They sell mowers over in the UK, who I found out. But the feel of their companies, their executives that we were hanging with, bro, like it was almost like it was us. You know what I mean? Like it's Dan Arians is the fourth generation Arians. If y'all don't know, the Arians company, they were started like 100 years ago by their great grandfather or whatever, and the company has been passed down. That's not something a lot of these other companies can say. It's been passed down from generation. So Dan Arians, the current CEO, which we met, he is the fourth generation, and then two of his sons, well, three of his sons, one son lives in the UK, and two of his other sons work. We met, and they work in marketing. So, but it was just like I said, like their marketing team is literally like it's like 10 people, and they were literally all there. You know what I mean? You think of these big companies, and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, you know, it's so big, but it's a big company, but it's crazy how these down to earth people run this big company. You know what I mean? Thanks, Ramiro. Hope you have a good mowing season too. Where's the different brands of mowers? Well, I mean, I don't know if you're talking or speaking about Gravely and Arians. Arians is the main company, and then they may also make Gravely, which is their commercial side. Arians is their residential side, which they have tons of stuff, snow blowers, a whole bunch of stuff. And so all right, so like I said, the first day we flew down there. They took us out to eat. Second day, we drove to their testing facility, which was pretty cool. Uh, it was at an international raceway, and basically the story behind that is, I guess this raceway, they needed their grass cut. So Gravely said, "Hey, you know what? We'll cut your grass for free because we need somewhere to test our machines. They got these new machines. They want to run them, put thousands of hours on them to see how good they run. And so this raceway had, acres of land. So they said, we'll cut your grass for free. And because where they make the mowers is in Wisconsin, which, it's cold most of the time there. So they don't have much time to mow. So they literally built a shop down there beside the raceway, and they just mow. They pay people to mow day and night just to put hours on these mowers. It's crazy. They should hook up with some free Gravely equipment to test out. You get any hookups? Well, yeah, I mean, I got t-shirts, but yeah, they told me if if I wanted to demo something to let them know. So, but you know me, I'm jam packed right now as it is. But one thing I had to say when I left the GIE, I was y'all can Google this stuff. I'm gonna talk about some stuff. When I left the GIE, I was in love with the Pro Walk. The Pro Walk is this new walk behind they have, and rumor has it is they have a new walk behind. Oh shoot, I lost it. Rumor has it they have a new walk behind coming out. Do I do live in Wisconsin, so we only have like three to 4 months. Yeah, months. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I found a wheel loader in West Virginia, and now I might be driving out there to get it. I'm in Utah, so it's a long drive. Good gracious, Utah. What's going on, Moa King? Oh man, sorry to hear that, Moa King. My condolences for your grandma. GIE was lit. I think I got to test out that walk behind. Yeah. All right. So back to the Pro Walk. The Pro Walk is like a the way they design it is the right handle is like a motorcycle, right? So you twist it forward to go forward, and you twist it backwards to go backwards, right? And so and then the way you turn it is you turn it like a bicycle or a motorcycle, and that's how you drive it. So that is freaking awesome walking on the ground because I did it walking on the ground at the GIE and I loved it. And I was like, man, I gotta get me a Pro Walk, right? But when I got there to the testing facility, they had it with a Selkie. Now, mind you, that was my first time ever being on the Selkie. So, and I think I have some footage of it. So stay tuned for that video. That was my first time being on the Selkie and using the Pro Walk. So what was happening was when I would twist it forward, like imagine like a motorcycle. I would twist it forward and it will be fine. But when I wanted to stop, I had to twist it back. And of course, you're standing on the Selkie, shake your knees shaking. And so you're trying to concentrate on that. And then you have to concentrate on perfectly twisting it back to the neutral position. Because what I was doing was I would twist it back and I would hit reverse. So then I was like, ugh, it hit me in the gut. Ugh. You know what I mean? But walking, those controls are epic. If I had to get a walk behind to walk, I would get it. And so what that did was it made me like the Pro Stance better, which the Pro Stance is their standard. When I tried those for the last couple years at the GIE, it was kind of hard. But I guess the people say when they first start using the standard, it's kind of hard, but you eventually get used to it. And so out there, I was comfortable with the Pro Stance. I even stopped and I flipped up the platform. And because I'm tall, it was almost like perfect for me. A lot of people I'm thinking if they use it as a walk behind, it'll be kind of tall. The only reason I went for the walk behind first before I got the standard, because I wanted a standard for people who used to subscribe to me. I wanted a standard initially, but I went with the walk behind first was because of the weight. The walk behind only has a 14 horsepower motor, and a standard has like a 23 horsepower. That's supposed to be an all-in-one. It's like a 0 to a walk behind, and you're standing up. So, um, but now that I have a walk behind, I would really like a stander. You know what I mean? And if I did demo a stander, I would probably go for the 36 inch. You know, and see how that does. You know what I mean? Because it'll kind of because I already got the 52 inch Gravely. You know what I mean? I don't know another big, or I don't know. I don't know. You think I should get a 36 inch standard or a 52 inch standard to demo? Yeah, that was another thing. It like on the Selkie, like when I hit bumps and stuff, it like, it was rough. Mm. Let me check on my food. Oi. Ah, where's the light? That light? Turn on the lights and light a candle. I got some steaks. I took up some pictures for Instagram. This was a whole round bottom steak. Using some chicken thighs. Flip these steaks. So what I do, when I start doing my steaks, is I cook them for a little while on the smoker just to get the insides nice and cooked. And then I throw it on the grill. Epic. Let me add some more charcoal on this bad boy. I usually wear a glove, but I don't feel like I can't put it on because I'm on live. So I just gotta toss these bad boys in here. God dang it. Come on. The charcoal's done in there. Nice and gray. I think I'm gonna throw some chips in there too. Get some chips. Some of that smoky goodness. Oh yeah. Let it get back to action. All right. Where were we? What y'all talking about? Yeah, this light bright. Turn on the lights and light a candle. Oh gosh. Where'd my chat go? Food looks delicious. What are you drinking? Well, I'm double cupping it tonight. I got the oh man, I couldn't wait to get back to my I hadn't bought like whatchamacallit in a month. My blackberry bird dog, and I got a Reds on deck too. Double cupping it. Oh, what's going on, Jake the Lawn Kid? What's going on, my man? I think you should get a 48-inch stander, 36-inch Toro for small, tight areas, 52-inch Gravely for large, open areas, 48-inch for regular size yards. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I guess my mindset behind getting the 36-inch was because if I get the 36-inch, I'm using the crap out of it. I'm just gonna be real. You get what I'm saying? Like if I have a yard, because most of my yards that I use my 36-inch, like you said, it would be like a yard where I have to get into the back gate or something like that. Or it might be a yard that I need to have a manicure cut for the front. But if I got a 36-inch standard, not only am I gonna cut the front, I'm gonna cut the back too with it. You know what I mean? Just because it's the demo mower, so I'm gonna, I'm gonna cut with it. Any new equipment for the season? I'm taller and longer than Seth. I don't think so, Mario. I think you might have had a. I was telling him I was testing the Gravely Pro stance uh at the little rally, and when I put the gate up, when I put the little platform up, it was perfect for me, but I think it might have been a little too tall for Mario. Any new equipment for the season? Uh, no, not really. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, I think some people are gonna demo. I'm not really running to get anything to demo because I'm content with my setup, bro. If anything, I would like. Oh yeah, there is one thing. The thing that's on the top of my list. I mean, yeah, I love Florida, especially this. Mario asked me that I like Florida. Yeah, I love Florida, especially this time of the year. I hated it. One time I came down in July, around 4th of July. Jeez Louise, it was like being in an oven. But yeah, the top priority of my setup of something that I would need would be a more powerful leaf blower. Because like I've said in the past, my Husqvarna 150 B2, 150 BT does everything I need because I've never done leaf cleanups before. You get what I'm saying? I've never done leaf cleanups, so I never needed a more powerful blower. But now that I'm starting to do leaf cleanups, I'm actually going to do one tomorrow. And I wish I would have had a more powerful blower because it's a lot of leaves to blow. But yeah, that would be it. And I probably I'm I'm very loyal. If I get something and it's great for me, I stick with it. So I'm definitely if I'll probably get like the Husqvarna like 580 or 500, whatever it is. I'll probably get that. If I get a more powerful one. Another thing that I probably want will be uh, a trimmer. I love the Echo. So if I get any more trimmers, I'll probably get some more Echoes. PB 580T is great. Echo blower. Yeah, that's it. I knew it was like a 580. So yeah, that's probably what I get. I'm putting metal walls on my 6.5 foot by 12 trailer for lawn care. It's kind of like your design on your trailer. Let me ask you, tell me why you're using metal. Because, I mean, wood, I'm telling you, that treated wood is going to be a whole lot cheaper, and that treated wood is probably going to outlive you. Because I didn't put treated wood on stuff around my house and like on my trailer and stuff, and like that, it hasn't, like my first trailer I put treated wood on, and I had it from 2013 to 2016. It got rained on, snowed on, and it didn't waver at all. You know what I mean? I'm going back to the homeowners 225. That's what I got. That's a homeowners. I didn't know. I got two of them. The PAS 225. What's going on? Who's your daddy? Um, what the dealer told me about the 225, they said that that's actually the model that most companies use because it's cheap. And like big companies, because they have a lot of a lot of workers. If they break one, they could just run in and buy one real quick. And that's what they use. Because and another thing is I got the PAS, which is the multi-tool. So basically it's even cheaper because think about this. The actual regular whatever it is, 225 regular trimmer is gonna run you 200 and something dollars, right? The PAS 225 is broken up into two parts. The actual trimmer head part is only like 80 bucks, and the back part is only like 180 bucks. So think about this. Say something happens with the motor, you're out cutting, you got a whole bunch of yards to do. You could just run into a dealer and get the motor part for less than $200, hook it up to your already existing trimmer head and keep on rolling. You know what I mean? So that's why I love those. That's why I got two of them. So, if anything ever happens to my mower head, all I gotta do is pay $180 to replace that. Anything ever happens to my no, anything ever happens to my motor, I pay $180 to replace that. Anything happens to my head, I place $80 to replace that. All Echo products are professional grade though. I thought so too. I guess. I mean, but see, Mario is the Echo expert, so I don't know. I could get 7 months out of them easy, mowing 30 lawns a day, 6 days a week. Well, see, one thing I say about the Echo PS 225. See, I see. I can't say I don't. Mario says he cuts 30 yards a day. I can't say I cut 30 yards a day. The most I ever cut in one day was probably 15. And see what I do, I don't use one trimmer. I go out with both of my echoes and I rotate. So if I'm cutting like 15, 16 yards, one trimmer might get 8, the other one might get 8. You know what I mean? So I'm not wearing them out. I try to rotate in between them. But one thing about the PAS 25 is a small engine mower. It's only 21 and a half cc's. So once or twice I've been like using it as a hedge trimmer, which puts a lot of work on it. And if you use it as a hedge trimmer for like more than 25, 30 minutes, it will flood it out. It'll just cut off because when you work some equipment too hard, it floods it out and it'll cut off. And I just had to put it down for about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. And what I did was I started cleaning up my hedge trimmings that I had already trimmed. And by the time I finished cleaning up that stuff, it was ready to go again. And I started up and kept on going. I had these tractor trailer plates sitting in my barn and I just cut them. Oh, well, Wyatt, if you already got them, then more power to you. I was just trying to save you some money. I thought you was gonna go out and buy that stuff. You know what I mean? Not the Home Depot stuff. Only Echo products I have is the PB 225 backpack blower. Pro or homeowner, you just get the most out of your unit. Depends on the user and its main it's maintained properly. Yeah, that's real talk right there because a lot of people don't maintain their stuff. Like I need to do that before the season starts, but one thing you should do is take off your muffler and clean it with carburetor cleaner. And because what happens is it gets real dirty in your muffler and um you know, and that buildup is a screen in there that needs to be cleaned, and you just like spray it with carburetor cleaner, wipe it down, and lay it out and let it dry. It'll be good to go. You know, I do it probably once a year, once every 2 years. Of course. Spark, yep. There it is. Let me see if I can teach you how to Dougie. Hold up. Ah! No, I can do it. I can't do it. You thought you would get me. You thought you would get me. Oh man. Spark arrestor screen. That's it. Because what'll happen is if that gets too clogged, it'll start smoking. And you'll think something's wrong with your trimmer, but it's just that screen that's got all clogged up. What's in the tap box next to me? What? Taped up box. Dang, what box? People be seeing stuff and I don't even know what they're talking about. Oh, this. I have no idea. I have no idea what that is. Probably something important because I put it in here a long time ago. You will hate this, but I use all steel for handheld equipment. I mean, I don't hate it. You know what I mean? A lot of people like I don't understand. My thing is, I don't understand why some people are die-hard steel or die-hard. It's like if they treat brands of equipment like it's like a football team. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna like you if you like steel. You know, you can use whatever you want. Andy Unclean told me to use Gatorade for my trimmer line. Gatorade, or you mean Gator line? He said he used Gatorade for my trimmer line if he gets hot instead of gas. Oh, use Gatorade instead of gas. What's going on, Grassology? Steel definitely sucks. Steel sucks. Echo sucks. Husqvarna sucks. It all sucks. It does the same job. Yep, they all do the same job. What's up, Andy? No live feed tonight. First step asks you about a live feed tonight, Andy. Who pays triple the price for heavier unit that lasts just as long as Echo? Good question. See, my thing is, I'm all about the price. I'm a cheap son of a gun. Nothing much. And you, Andy? I'm mad y'all coming in my live to chat, you know? Like this is my live. You know what I mean? Like how y'all can go on AOL Instant Messenger or Yahoo Messenger or something if y'all want to chit chat. No, just playing. One down, one to go. Let me check on my food while y'all chit chatting over there. Y'all chit chatting in my live. Yeah. Shoot. I think it's about time to start my grill up. Yeah, buddy. I think these steaks ready to go in the grill. These chickens can stay over here for a while. Yeah, buddy. See what my charcoal looking like. Ooh, spicy. Yeah. Let me throw some briquettes on there. All right. Flip this around. Oh gosh. Let's see what y'all talking about. Yes, Andy, that's Red Apple's ale. I had bourbon in this one. That's my chaser. Seth, set it up so we all can video with you. What? Seth, set it up so we all can video with you and everyone else. Y'all trying to do a porn or something? What does that mean? Echo and those other companies are great. Me and my family always have you still though. I mean, like I said, it's your choice. It's your money. Damn, that looks good, Seth. Thanks, Daddy. Man, you gotta change your name, bro. Who's your daddy? You always got people calling you daddy. Which mower is better to start off with lawn care service? 33 Cub Cadet or 30 Time Master? Oh. I haven't even used the 33-inch Cub Cadet. All right. I was about to say 33-inch Cub Cadet, but the only reason I'm gonna say a Toro Time Master is because they're dealers. You get what I'm saying? So if there's anything that goes wrong with the Cub Cadet, I have no idea where you would take it. But there's always a Toro dealer somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So I would go with the Toro Time Master. What? Charcoal with no wood? What? What? Charcoal with no wood flavor you're kicked out of Kansas. I have wood. It's in the tub right here. I put the chips in. I put some charcoal in, and then I put chips in. I don't have like big lumps of charcoal. I mean, lumps of wood. Echo all the way. Lansing Lawn Service. Grassology. Just want to get some feedback from all of you guys. Feedback on what? You asked me something earlier or something? My bad. 32-inch belt drive Snapper Pro. I have never used a Snapper, so that's what Mario says to the person that asked me about the Cub Cadet. 32-inch belt drive Snapper Pro. Check it out. Put some maple wood chips, Seth, and you can knock it out of the park. I think I got maple. Do I got maple? My bad. I know I'm retarded on this thing. I got hickory. I got hickory and mesquite and apple. I'm using apple right now. That's what I got. God dang it. Do I have to put maple chips on here, bro? Y'all gonna make me get up again? Jesus. Y'all gonna make me get up, just put chips. I just put chips on here earlier, bro. See, look, I have chips. I don't know why y'all talking about the wood. There, you happy? Chips. Apple chips. There. Oh, good gracious. Everybody talking about these chips. Oh. Oh. Steve. Steve is who's your daddy. I'm stuck with the steel because it's my older dealer besides Home Depot. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like the brand of the trimmer don't really matter as long as it's commercial. That's one thing I will say. It has to be commercial grade. You can't use anything like smaller than that. Nothing better than chilling and grilling. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mario, what about Worldland? I've seen those on Craigslist. I've never tried a Worldland, but they seem very reasonable. Thanks, sir. What's going on? Is that NASCAR? I don't know. Okay. World Lawn is awesome. Thanks, Mario. Lansing Lawn Service. Seth, I was said that they didn't invite me to Florida. The wife and I could have used a vacation. I guess maybe, look out. Maybe someone will invite you somewhere. Might be great. Troy Dean, how does it feel to be back in VA? I want to say awesome, but having a free trip and a hotel stay was pretty awesome as well. So once I start cutting, then it'll be awesome to be back in VA. Toro for sure. What was that? Sound like somebody kicked the cat. Lansing. Grassology says Lansing, why the Toro Time Master? Mesquite or hickory is the way to go when it comes to barbecue or smoke. Oh, yeah. Seth hates Florida. He had a gator bite his hand off. They changed his name to Chubbs at the thought of Happy Gilmore playing golf. True story. Yeah. I probably was the only person that had on jeans the whole time. That's the only thing I brought. Everybody else had on shorts and khaki shorts and stuff and flip flops. I was out there in jeans. I showed my wife some video. She was like, why'd you have on jeans? You look like somebody's dad. So I was like, I don't know. I didn't know what people would be wearing. We grill hamburgers tonight. It was only 46 degrees outside. Yeah, I think it's only 40 some degrees now. Well, it might not be 40. It's just real windy. I don't know why it's so windy. Yesterday we had winds like 50 some miles per hour. Today is probably between 15, 20 miles per hour. I hear a lot of bad reviews about Worldland. This is coming from Ed Boy 343. I hear a lot of bad reviews about Worldland. Nothing compared to XMark Toro. I have a steel. This is who's your daddy. I have a steel. No, wait a minute. Rewind. This is Steve. I have a steel dealer less than a mile away from the road from me. And I haven't even got anything from them but everyone has good things about them. So I don't know. Only thing I don't like about Steel really is they don't come with speed feed. I don't think so. I'm like, how's it 2018? Y'all still don't got speed feed? They still have speed feed? Like you still have to literally sit there and take the head apart to put the, like what? Like does it have speed feed? Frank Evans got started cutting here in Texas today and was very busy. How was your day, sir? My day, what did I do? I had two pre-emergent jobs. I put down some weed and feed and some lime in two 2-acre yards. And then I had to rush home so I can go to one of my best friend's baby shower. They're having a baby. So that was my day. And then I got home. We stopped at this grocery store. I got some steak. I got a it was I'm look at my Instagram. I'm gonna post it, but it was a was it about was it a bottom? I can't even think right now. It was a round bottom. I forget which cut it was, but I'll put it on my Instagram. Um, and I cut it into pieces into a steak. It's gonna be epic. Anywho, Mario Sands, join my Facebook group Long Dogs. Great shameless plug, Mario. Way to use my live to plug your thing. Might as well plug Andy. Join Grass Assassins as well on Facebook. Join Lawn Dogs Unlimited on Facebook and join Grass Assassins. Wife made me go shopping down there. She wouldn't let me wear basketball shorts to the dinner. Bro, like, if I knew, like, literally, my mom was telling me, she was like, you need to go out and buy some khakis. You're going to be down there with all those business people. You need to wear some khakis. And I'm like, Mom, like, I'm not going to wear khakis. I'll wear jeans. So that's literally why I brought jeans because I'm like, it's going to be like a business thing. So I'm wearing jeans. Everybody, and not only, you know what I mean? We got people, I'm not going to say no names, but we got executives wearing flip-flops to dinner, bro. Like, I'm like, God damn. And I got on these hot jeans. Seth, you're like the coolest dude I've ever met. You go steady, my friend. Thanks. Glass dude. First step lawn care and property maintenance. Got a question for all you lawn care dudes. Buying a ZTR and I'm back and forth on the Gravely HD and the XMark Radius E. What would you do? Both dealers seem good. I mean, like, how are you gonna ask me the question, bro? I'm kind of partial. Like, number one, I've got bad vibes for the XMark. The only reason is I've told y'all this story. When I was looking for my first commercial mower, this was back when all I had was my Troy-Bilt Mustang. I called an XMark dealer, and I asked them about, I said, you know, I'm looking to get a commercial mower. All I got is about $6,000, and blah blah blah. And the guy almost laughed on the phone. He was like, ha 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 ha, you might as well go looking for Gravely or something like that. And I was like, what? Like, look, like, you know what I mean? And so, because of that guy, I went and looked at a Gravely, which I wanted a Gravely back in the day. So I went and looked at a Gravely, and guess what? I loved it. And the one thing I did like about XMark, because I did go actually physically look at it like XMark, is the jump in series. The XMark, like they have an E series, which is the bottom series, and like from E series to S series or whatever series they have, it's like such a big jump. Like the E series looks so much cheaper than the S series and whatnot. Where in Gravely, it's almost like they're all built essentially the same. You can't really tell Gravely's apart unless you look at the name. You get what I'm saying? But with XMark, you can look at it and be like, oh, that's the E series. That's the cheap one. Oh, that's the S series. That's the medium one. Oh, that's this one. You know what I'm saying? You can look at them and tell the quality of them. But with Gravely, that's why I like Gravely. You can't really tell the difference of the quality. Anyone anyone have any thoughts on simplicity mowers? Never never use one. Hit that like button, people. Yes, sir. Hit that like button. Brian from Top Notch Lines adapted a speed feed head on his steel trimmer once. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's my thing about it is I'm pretty sure you can put a speed feed head on a steel, but I'm like, why doesn't steel just put it on it? You know, why doesn't it come with it? Buy the Gravely. They will be 22% off from March 16th to 24th. Mow the distance sale. See, Andy said so. Andy said buy the Gravely, and I said buy the Gravely. So that means you got to buy the Gravely. For what? God dang it. Come on. My chat won't come up. Oh, Jesus. All right. Good gracious. What is this? Hold up. Come on, son. All right, here we go. Hey, buddy. It's Andy's wife, and it was nice to meet you. And you are such a nice guy, so down to earth. Wow. Hey, Andy. I got your wife on my live. Ooh. No, for real. It was nice to meet you too. Wow. That's the first time I got somebody's wife on my live feed. That is cool. It was very nice to meet you. You're very, very cool as well. The HD is not part of the sale. I would what? The HD is not part of the sale. I would have to step up to the pro turn. Yeah. And I'm trying to stay in budget. I mean, the HD, what are you saying is the HD is the residential model. See, that's the thing about Gravely. That's what makes Gravely so awesome, right? They have residential mowers with stamped decks, and then they have the HD, which has welded decks. So it's basically a residential mower with a welded deck. And it's like an in between. But the pro turn is once you get up to the everything's commercial grade. So it's up to you. What you can spend. I say I've seen people on YouTube that have the the residential HD, and they cut just as fine. It's just not gonna be as fast, but I think it'll cut just the same. I subscribe to your channel, my new friend. Thank you, Andrea. Love the live chats, bro. Thank you, Simplify. I don't know what's going on. My phone's going crazy because I'm like at like 15%. So it's going crazy. I've been on here for like an hour. Let me see here. Why do you hate dogs? What? Mob Psycho asked me, why do I hate dogs? You do realize I have a dog. I don't know what's going on with that. I told Andy of killing it on that mower. What? I told Andy of killing it on that mower. Okay. Well, Seth just stole my wife. The HD, okay, I got this phone too close to my face. The HD is better hydros, 3100, and the XMark 2800, and it has a Kawasaki motor. I'm leaning that way. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, like I can't pinpoint it, but it's something about Echo. I mean, something about XMark that's just shady, bro. Like a lot of people use it and a lot of people love Echo, but it's just something about Echo that's just shady to me. I don't know what it is. Sorry, I meant to say I told Andy and I was killing it on that mower. Yeah, y'all were. And then y'all went off in that what is the Atlas? Y'all was like doing donuts in the Atlas. Mm. All right, guys, I'm about to get off because my phone's like dying right now. But it was good talking to y'all. As always, thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and stay tuned. Don't forget to like this live chat. Yes, sir.